Hello, welcome to my channel, the Madonna Empress. Welcome back if you're returning. We are family. I am about to do a collective. I guess I haven't thought of the name of it, but it's definitely a collective message, a spiritual message, way more oracle based than tarot. Way more self-care based. Collective self-care. I think that's what I'm going to call it. Collective self-care. So anyway, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. What message? What voice of the soul message does my collective need right now? What voice of the soul message does my collective need right now? What voice of the soul message? Thank you. Message of freedom, and it's one of the black cards. Message of freedom. So let's see. Is this it? Yeah. Damn, stuff is falling. Section 80, high power. Okay. 38, baby. 28. But 38. Whew. This card is here to help you connect to your psychic abilities. Take a moment to visualize the card. Hold on, let me help you. I feel like you can't, it's just going to be a glare on it, to be honest. But take a moment, visualize the card. You are invited to receive a message of freedom from your soul, your spirit guides, or an entity. Write down what you feel. Look at the card for as long as you need. You are invited to see a message on your own beyond the card's description. Be confident in yourself. So when you get, so there are a few black cards in this deck, and when you get this card, this is a card that is prompting you to think for yourself, right? To use your own intuition to solve your own problem, so to speak, so to say, right? So it's a message of freedom. Take freedom, stuff it into your heart. And what does that mean to you? Meditate on freedom and what that looks like to you, what that looks like in your life. What is freedom for you? What does it mean for you as an individual person to be free? And meditate on it and feel it. Receive your message of freedom. Does that make sense? So I feel like right now is a time for the collective to be liberating themselves in some type of way, and for everybody is different. That's why it's personal. And I feel like it's so cool that, you know, you're being urged to use your intuition. I can't tell you how to free yourself, right? I don't know you, or maybe I do, but I still can't tell you how to free yourself, like period. So I feel like there's a need for you to meditate on what it means to be free. What does freedom look like in your life? What does freedom look like in your future? What does freedom look like in your children's life? You know what I mean? What does it mean to be free? You're being urged to be free. I feel like there's something here that is possibly, I want to say debilitating, or stunting your growth is what I just heard. Excuse me, stunting your growth. And maybe preventing you from being free. All right. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. What message do we have for the collective today? Okay. Sagittarius. Adventurous, free, philosophical. And I wasn't even really shuffling. I didn't even say anything. So I just feel like that's a message. But again, what's the word here in this card? What's that middle word right there? Free. Freedom. So, ooh, you know what? This is crazy because this song came out in someone's reading yesterday, redemption song. But the word from their reading was redemption. This is, I'm hearing songs of freedom, all I've ever known. So I gotta go back. I gotta find whose song was the redemption song yesterday because I feel like that might be significant for you. Damn, I wish I knew. I don't remember what sign it was. But what was I getting ready to say? Freedom. Free. Give us free. So yeah, there's something here with you being free, collective, freeing yourself. Damn, I really want to know. I was saying something though. Oh, redemption song. But I'm getting these songs of freedom. So I don't know. Listen to it. It may be significant for you. That is what I was trying to say. Yesterday it was redemption. Today it's freedom. But that song is significant. Maybe Bob Marley is significant. Maybe Jamaica is significant. Maybe an Aquarius is significant. Maybe a man with several children. But also Bob Marley is a man of spirit. Very spiritual man. Very spiritual man. Okay? Highly spiritual. So this is about using your, he was highly intuitive. He used to meditate a lot. He used to transcend like dimensions. So this is what I'm saying. There's this energy here of you transcending this dimension, whatever it is that is having you feeling stuck, whatever it is that's making you keeping you from, and again, like I said, for everybody is different, but keeping you from feeling free and feeling whatever your version of freedom is. I feel like it's redundant because it is what it is, but emphasis on these songs of freedom, y'all. I know I'm silly, I can't help it, but I'm serious at the same time. you picking up what I'm putting down, y'all. Okay, quincunx, dissonance, adjustment, discord. I want one more for the collective. One more for the collective. Thank you. And ascendant. Appearance, first impression, mask. All right, so I'm gonna read for these and then clarify for them. So let's start with Sagittarius, even though we kind of already we know that that's all about adventure, freedom, philosophy. Again, so some of you could be also getting deeper into spirituality. Again, I'm sitting here to tell you to meditate. I'm sitting here telling you to listen to your intuition. So if you're here right now, I feel like the biggest message you can take is that God is trying to build a relationship with you. God is asking you to strengthen your faith, and not your faith in the religion of Christianity, but your faith in yourself, in your own intuition, in the own God in you, right? Like, so many people skip that step before they even go to church, right? Like, it's one of the first things that we learn as children. Like, there's a piece of God in all of us. Okay, so let's start there. Just get to know that. Thank you, God, for that download. You would never believe how I was thinking earlier about how, like, it's crazy that you can't teach people how to. I was thinking, how do you teach someone to follow their intuition? Like, I just have to sit here and tell you my life story. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I just have to tell niggas what I've been through, like, and how I just started believing. Like, but I think this is like, I've never had these thoughts before, is what I'm trying to say. So I know that is from God. So much so that I'm like losing the thought. What was I even saying? Start with the God in you. Get to know the God in you. That's the first step. That's the first step to it all. Because once you have autonomy, like what this word really means, right? Like people throw around the word autonomy anyway. When you really have autonomy over yourself, you understand all of your operation, right? Because you understand your experiences, right? You have a completely different connection with the world when you heal your own self, right? And even not even just healing yourself, when you know yourself, because there's one thing to be an addict and be in denial and hiding it from the family, and every time somebody says something about it, you want to fight. There's another thing to be an addict and you're like, and you know what I mean? Like you're wearing it on your sleeve. You don't give a fuck, right? Like, and you have a full understanding, and I'm saying you get to that place, right? Because possibly you're someone who has spent time. Maybe you were spiritual before you became an addict, or not. I don't want to say spiritual, but you did a lot of self-reflecting, whatever. I don't know why. To be honest, I keep talking about addicts in these readings. I just feel like it's such a good, because you can be an addict at there's levels and there's different outlets of addiction. So I feel like it's great because I'm hoping everybody can, not hoping that everybody's an addict, but I'm hoping that there is some relation or some way that people resonate through the idea of feeling stuck or captivated by something, and that thing kind of running you in a sense. Or I feel so long-winded, but I feel like this is important. But yeah, so I said all of that to say that when you have autonomy, when you know yourself, when you understand your situations, your predicament, how you got here, and that's what I was saying about the addict. Like, if you're an addict and you understand how you got here, like, yeah, like, this happened to me when I was a kid, and I have not, you know what I mean? And then I lost this person, and then I tried to be a football player, and then I didn't, and then that didn't work, and then all of these things. It's like, hell yeah, I smoked some crack. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I did. Yep. Yep, yes, I did, because it was too much. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, when you come to that place and you're able to say, yes, these are my circumstances. For one, you're not delusional. You're not living a lie. And just the fact that you're able to admit it is something that means that you're also able to break it. The fact that you're able to acknowledge it and say, yes, I know, I understand, also means that you have the willpower, you have the mind power to say, okay, well, now this may not be so useful to me anymore. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because do you know how hard it is for people to find the mind power to just admit the truth to themselves? Any truth. It doesn't even have to be an addiction. It doesn't even have to be something that they are doing to themselves. It could be the truth about a loved one. They will not admit that truth. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, what was I saying? Period. With an open mind, Sagittarius approaches life as one big adventure. Philosophical and curious, Sagittarius has an enthusiasm that puts wind in their sails, often pushing them to travel and explore. Sagittarius embodies optimism, choosing to see obstacles as opportunities. With a thirst for truth, Sagittarius will know no bounds when it comes to seeking knowledge. Sagittarius asks you to expand your horizons and leap forward with faith and curiosity. Allow yourself to dream big and take up space. Be ready to adapt and embody flexibility as you explore your desires. The world is waiting for you. What did I say? God is calling you. Go deeper in faith, travel, explore. Free yourself. What does freedom look like for you? If it looks like a bunch of travel, then do it. If it looks like quitting your job and committing to being a nun, do it. You're being called to go deeper into yourself, like deeper into like stretching your capabilities. I don't know, like I've also been feeling that in the cards too, like a lot of like a change in career, change, like I want to do something else. Like some people are finding their passion finally, or some people are just finding that the thing that they've like devoted all of their like time and shit like that to is just not what they're in love with. You know what I mean? Like was I ever actually in love with this thing, or was it just for stability or just for society's approval, my parents, whatever the case may be, you know? But I feel like you're definitely being called to think deeper with this philosophical, adventurous freeze, to entertain new ideas, entertain new ways of life, entertain new ways of being and expressing yourself, connecting with people, entertaining new ways. Like maybe you don't want to buy a house and do that like everybody else. Maybe you want to live from country to country. Maybe you literally want to explore for the rest of your life. Maybe you want to live in Airbnbs for 4 months at a time in different places. Entertaining unconventional. And I don't want to say like, obviously nothing psychopath, sociopathic, but I'm saying things that, let me not say unconventional. What I will say is unconventional for you. Things that you thought that you would never be doing. Things that you never envisioned for your life. Like when you see other people do, oh, that's cool. I would never be the one that's mountain climbing. You know what I mean? But now you're mountain climbing because you're interested. I don't know why I feel like a lot of us, all of us, everybody here, we need to push our own boundaries. We need to show ourselves as humans, like, what we're capable of and what we're capable of coming back from. Like, it's one thing to say I want to go skydiving, and then it's one thing to do it and then wake up the next day. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, I did that. It's like we need to see ourselves accomplishing things and doing things, and I don't know. It's kind of like and I'm not saying that we aren't. I feel like we are as humans. We are. Absolutely. Humans are doing things and accomplishing things every day. But once again, I'm talking about personally, right? Like on a personal level. Doing things and accomplishing things that maybe you never thought of doing and accomplishing, or things that you maybe pushed out of your own reality. All right, I'm going to move on to Quincunx. Dissonance, adjustment, discord. So let's see. The quincunx aspect occurs when two planets are 150 or 5 zodiac signs apart. It is also referred to as an inconjunct aspect. In this aspect, the celestial bodies have a hard time relating to one another as they have nothing in common. Creating friction and stress. To find the quincunx aspects in your chart, locate the opposite zodiac sign of a planet and then take note of the two signs that are neighbors to that opposite sign. Although challenges may arise with this aspect, the important thing to note is that it always gives you an opportunity to better understand the parts of yourself that produce inner conflict. Lean into this aspect with compassion. So, again, I'm feeling the need for you to be flexible. I'm feeling the need for you to learn new ways of being. Now, in this situation, new ways of handling situations, new ways of being, of adjusting, new ways of being uncomfortable in still standing strong and firm in who you are, your power, your purpose, why I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, you may not like me, but I'm here anyway, motherfucker. And it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be awkward, but I'm here and I'm just as comfortable as you are. You know what I mean? That kind of energy. I feel like I'm also just getting this, like, confidence and, like, what's the word that I'm getting? Validated. I'm feeling like the people that I'm talking to, 2020 on the clock, come on with it. 2020 vision. Seeing very clearly. Thank you, God. But I feel like the collective that I'm talking to for real. And I want to go deep with that 2020 because the 2 is the 2. The 2 is the union. The 0 is the infinite, is the all being. So we are becoming one with God. We are. And that's exactly what I'm saying. I was saying that validation. I feel like the people that I'm talking to are people who have so much to offer and to the world, and have possibly been chosen, called upon, given birth to, created, put here to fuck shit up, to change things, especially at a time like right now when we see what is happening. We need real leaders. We need real revolutionaries. Like, we have internet thugs and we have, like, social media influencers, but we don't have revolutionaries. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm feeling like the only way you can be a real revolutionary is by being comfortable in discord, in dissonance, and making adjustments in uncomfortable situations, because you are validated. And that's what I was wanting to say. It's validated by God. There's a need for you guys to stand firm in feeling, if you know you're validated, if you know, if you're here, you know who God is to you. And there's a need for you to walk around the same way people allow a bunch of money, makeup, and fake shit to validate them. Like, I'm the baddest bitch because I have on a full face of makeup and weave and a fake body. I'm the baddest bitch. That's what validates me. All of this fake shit. Let the real come on. It's time. Yeah. Let the fact that God put you here validate you, because that's what the fuck is real. Let the fact that you are a real person validate you, because that's what the fuck is real. Let the fact that you won't sell your soul for fucking social media likes and whatever the fuck, because that's what's real. That's the only thing we have now is authenticity. With all of this shit that's going on social media. We don't know who's real, who's fake. Because everybody's, first of all, doing and saying the same thing. We have a bunch of personalities. This is the time to be authentic. This is the time to be yourself, if you got it. These people, the reason why everybody's saying the same thing and popping out 15 tweets of the same things everybody else is saying, whatever. I'm not even gonna go into. It's because all they know how to do is replicate and get on social media and be a personality. It's easy to replicate. That's literally all we're looking at. Is replica, literally. Validate yourself with the fact that you are authentic. Validate yourself with the fact that God has chosen you. God has put you here. Validate yourself with your experiences. Validate yourself with the fact that you've possibly been through hell and you've come back from it. Let that validate you when you walk into every room. Yeah. This is my earth. This is my land. I am God's chosen child. Like, all right, moving on to ascendant. Sorry, my dog is dogging. My dog is dogging. Where is ascendant? North node, south node. Sorry, y'all. I'm coming. Where is Ascendant? Why am I having such a hard time? I'm coming. There we are. Found it. Appearance, first impression, mask. The ascendant is at the cusp of the first house. Also known as your rising sign, it marks what was rising on the eastern horizon at the exact moment of your birth. That is why birth times are imperative to calculate an accurate natal chart in astrology. This placement can show your conditioning in early childhood and what affected your upbringing. Your conditioning can highly affect how you choose to represent yourself in the world. As you cultivate a mask of survival, this part of yourself may be what you're most comfortable sharing on a surface level. What did I say? Ask yourself, what part... This little boy, I love him so much, but I don't know why I cannot read lately without him hopping up here. I don't know what about me doing this makes him feel. Because I'll be in the bed for hours and he'll never come cuddle me. And now he's laying. He just got comfortable. He's looking at me and blinking. Stink. You see mommy is working. Stinky dink. I need you to go. I'm trying to look at his eye because it looks like it's watering. No, he's rolling over and stuff. I'm sorry, y'all. What did I say? What part of my conditions choose how I represent myself? Okay, so what part of my conditioning affected how I choose to represent myself? So this is like what I was saying before about you guys not giving your full self. So I feel like you're going through a process of changing how you show up in the world, freeing yourself, being your full self. Baby boy, he just looks so comfortable and cute and cozy. I don't want to move you, but I got a collective message to do, Stink. Why is his eye watery? Could be some love coming in. All right, we're clarifying for the collective. We're clarifying for the collective right now. All right, Levi, I'm sorry. I love you, baby boy, but you gotta go. Okay? Stop. I don't like that. I don't like when you put your foot up at me. Stinky. You want to sit in my lap? You can sit in my lap. No. No, Levi. Here. All right. Oof. And his hair gets everywhere. Like, I love my child to death, but he has really been getting on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie. We're like bumping heads for the first time since I got him. Ugh. I'm sorry, I just feel like hairs floating on top of my lip. Jeez. All right, for the collective, let's clarify Sagittarius. What is it here that the collective needs to explore? What adventure does the collective need? What philosophies does the collective need to entertain? Look, Sagittarius. So Sagittarius can be significant, but there's also a need for you to take your time, again, with yourself. Have patience. Deal with yourself in moderation. Eight of Swords. The mental... Free your mind, babe. No, for real. This is like... Free your mind. There's some kind of mental trap. There's like these thoughts that you tell yourself or whatever. There's a need for you to get... Free your mind. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just hair. Clarify Sagittarius with the Eight of Swords. Clarify Sagittarius with the Eight of Swords. What else does the collective need to free themselves from? The Chariot. There is something stunting your growth. I said that in the beginning of the reading. The Eight of Swords to the Chariot. I feel like you have negative thoughts, or you're keeping yourself complacent. You're staying stuck to places, people, situations that no longer serve you. There's a need for you to let yourself grow, and there is a need for you to travel. Some of you need to move to another state, move away from a group, family. Some of you need to leave a long-term relationship. Like, you learn from it, but it's time for you to spread your wings and grow. But it's time for you to elevate. And again, the Chariot for me is always a personal card. It's the number 7. To me, the number 7 is like God's mystery almost. It's almost like when you encounter 7, I feel like it's up to you to decide. You know, like, are you going to lean into faith and like believe in yourself? Are you going to choose to go down the route of your highest self? I almost feel like, because 8 is the work. 8 is usually like the culmination almost. Anyway, yeah, there's a need for you to grow. This collective of people needs to grow. And not grow as in you're immature. I feel like you're too mature in a sense. It's almost like you have so much awareness that you kind of dumb yourself down, because to have all of that awareness and to still have to operate in society is literally an oxymoron. It's a mind fuck. It's counterintuitive. You understand what I'm saying? So it's almost like I feel like you have a certain level of awareness that makes you possibly cling to something, to certain vices that make you feel more, I want to say human, like, or just more down to earth. I don't know how to explain it, but I think you get what I'm saying. So let's clarify quincunx. What's the dissonance? What's the discord? Clarify quincunx. What's the dissonance and the discord? The Hierophant and the Nine of Wands. So this is God. This is the Hierophant. The Nine of Wands is being defensive. So some of you need to stop being defensive with God. Again, redundant message, but you're being called to get deeper into your connection with God. And this goes back to what I was saying about not necessarily just a religion or reading the Bible every day, but genuinely getting to know God. What are God's characteristics? How does God show up? Thank you, God. Again, I've never had these. It's not that I've never had I never had it like that before. But how does God show up? Right? Like, that's how I know it's God. When you get familiar with God's characteristics, okay, if he's an on-time God, then I know that he's going to be on time, right? So, like, if God's timing is not my timing, then I'm going to stop thinking things are going to happen when I think they're going to happen. This is this kind of shit, delusional shit, where it's like, I assume the people here watching are spiritual people, are people who are considering themselves as spiritual people, and people who are wanting to grow in God, people who do believe in God, people who seek truth and want to be better for themselves, right? So if you want to be better for yourself, stop ignoring shit that you already know, for real. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. And I'm not even trying to be funny, but that is God. Because the truth is the truth, and the truth is everlasting. The truth shall set you free. What is this word? These songs of freedom. All I've ever known. For real though, like the truth shall set you free. So if you know that, so if we know the truth shall set us free, why do we entertain lies? Why do we entertain fakeness? Come on with it. This is the work. Real work, real life on yourself. Look at our world. If we know the truth shall set you free, why do we entertain all this fake shit? Why is fake shit running the world? Literally. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not trying to shit on nobody. You understand what I'm saying? Like this, and that's what I'm saying. Niggas have such a hard time accepting the truth that the minute that you start speaking the truth, nigga, you talking shit about people. I'm not talking shit about people. I'm telling the truth. I don't give a fuck about people. I'm talking about the large scale, the grand, on the large scale. This is what the world has become. So what are we doing? So with quincunx, dissonance, adjustment, discord, I feel like there are some defenses up about committing yourself to this path with the world, with the Wheel of Fortune, to the Nine of Pentacles. Come on. Nine of Pentacles is my autonomy card. Committing to this idea of a solo, an autonomous, a single and independent thinking self. Somebody who has harvested for themselves from Ace of Coins to the 10, to the 9. To the 9. To the 9. So there's a need to commit. And again, like I said, validating yourself with God. So you being defensive against God is only putting you at a disservice. And I don't want to say against God. That's not the point that I'm trying to make. I don't want it to feel like some kind of like religious battle of war. When I say God, I'm talking about connecting with yourself, which does mean that you have to heal, right? Which does mean that you have to tell the truth about what's going on with you. There's something going on with everybody. So I don't know why people get hung up on not admitting the truth to themselves about themselves. Everybody was born into this world that we all live in, that we all know is some bullshit. All of us, every last one of us was born here into this shit. So we all know what it means to have family members that suck, to have friends that suck, to have teachers that have sucked. Do you understand? Like, to live a life that sucks, to be heartbroken, to have a broken ligament, to be hungover, to take a shit, to take a shower, how good it feels to fucking smoke a joint. We all know. Everybody knows. We all know these feelings. So for anybody to be fighting against the reality of themselves is them fighting against God, because God is truth and the truth shall set you free. So there's a need to commit, especially if you're being called. I'm feeling that there are people who are being genuinely called. Like, I want to do this. I want to like develop this. I want to get into this. I want to every day be on this. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like there's this like it could even just be fear, just fear. But God is asking you to go all in, be comfortable in it, because I got you. Be comfortable in the dissonance, in the discord, in adjustment, in adjusting to this new you, this newness, these new sensations you feel when I communicate with you, when I connect with you. I was saying that thing about learning how God shows up. When you learn God and like God's characteristics, and I feel like you can learn that from reading the Bible. I'm not telling you to read the Bible. I'm not. You can learn that in many ways. But that's up to you, right? Your journey is your journey. How you find God that's on you. That's your journey. How you find ways to connect with God, that's also on you, because it's personal. For every person, it's different, because certain things are going to make you feel good that may not make me feel good. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes all I need to hear is a song and I'm like, God loves me. Maybe you don't have that connection with music. So like, that's not it for you. You know what I mean? Maybe your connection is with food. Maybe as you're walking down the street, somebody is literally walking down, eating a slice of pizza, and you live in Texas. And you know that you told God, or your connection with God has something to do with a slice of pizza, but you in Texas. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Learning how God shows up. Learning how God shows up for you. Having a connection with God. All right. Let's clarify ascendant. Appearance, first impression, mask. So let's see. What's up with ascendant for the collective? Because I feel like people don't know who you are. People have the wrong impression. They don't even know that this is a whole earth angel. This is a whole, like, Ten of Swords. Yeah. You've been coming off more as your shadow self, I feel. Give me more on ascendant. Give me more on ascendant here for the collective. What's the ascendant? Clarify ascendant here. The Four of Pentacles. You've been holding back. You've been holding back. You have been wearing a mask. And it's a mask that you wear in order to not get hurt. In order to not come off as possibly too vulnerable. Possibly so that you don't feel rejected, ignored, unwanted, or hurt. So I feel like, again, with the Four of Pentacles, right? This is the opposite of freedom. So it's time to free yourself and free your true personality. Free your true way of being. Free yourself, baby. And living your truth. That's always going to be the message for me. Living your truth. A Cancer can be significant. A Taurus can be significant. A Sagittarius can be significant. What's your rising sign? Follow me on Instagram. DM me. Book a personal birth chart reading with me. And we'll get into it. Like, are you aligning with your ascendant? Because your ascendant is what you are supposed to be giving off. How people are supposed to view you and see you in the world. So are you coming off as your ascendant or are you coming off as your descendant? Are you growing into who you're supposed to be, or are you holding back? Are you afraid of who you're supposed to be? Are you afraid of your power? Are you afraid to be the best you, the most healthiest you, the cleanest version of yourself? This was such a good reading. I'm like so excited for you. I want a new oracle deck. I feel like I don't have enough oracle cards. Alright, I haven't used this deck in a long time, but we're gonna pull a hip-hop queen. Which hip-hop queen does my collective need to resonate with at this time? Which hip-hop queen does my collective need to resonate with at this time? Which hip-hop queen does the collective need to resonate with at this time? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Which hip-hop queen does my collective need to resonate with? Thank you. That's 2. I want 1, please. I just saw Lotto, though. Give me 1 card. Which hip-hop queen does my collective need to resonate with? Please give me 1 card. One card for my collective. 1 card for my collective. Which hip-hop queen does my collective need to resonate with right now? Thank you. It's 2 again. So we have Erykah Badu, Spirituality, and Nikki D, Order. Y'all, this is scary because this couldn't be more accurate. So when I get Order, I think of the Emperor, right? Like bringing order to your spirituality. Like getting serious, taking charge, standing in your power, believing in yourself. Some of you need to start some kind of spiritual business. All right, so Erykah Badu, meditation, mindfulness, godliness, prayer, practice. What did I say? Come on with it. Erykah Badu's oracle card is deeply rooted in the abstract, more so than others. Take pulling it as a significant sign. You're seeking something tangible, yet need to consult with the intangible to truly achieve it. We can calm our minds in many ways if we believe, through God, the universe, the stars, the earth. It all has a connection to the oracle, the all-knowing. But again, these are things you can't see or touch, so stillness is the move. Take time to center yourself. If you need to heighten your senses, play music or connect with nature, but you can't use your phone. That's so cute. And that's literally what I've been saying this whole time. All right, we're going to go to Nikki D. Teamwork, organization, chaos, disruption, decluttering. It's been said that when you're trying to focus, you should clean the space you're working in. Physical clutter leads to mental clutter. But before you go reaching for that mop, make sure you're not voluntarily distracting yourself from what you should really be doing. Come on with it. Sure, procrastination is practically a constant companion at this point, but there are many ways to achieve goals that don't involve sanitization. The Nikki D card states the opposite. While she represents order, it was through her voluntary shaking up the system, commonly called disorderly conduct, that she helped new levels of consciousness fall into place. What did I say, y'all? I said this is also about, on a collective level, being leaders in a time of a bunch of bullshit. And it's about being authentic. Shaking shit up right now is just being yourself because nobody's doing it. Try coloring outside of the lines for a bit instead of alphabetizing your bookshelf. Who knows what may come from a little messiness? Come on. Getting comfortable in the chaos. Feeling like you belong in the disorder. What did I say? I'm rooting for you, collective. I'm rooting for all of us because I feel like we're being called. Like the inner gangster in us is being called. Like Tupac, I've been feeling him heavy. His energy has been very significant lately. And that's the only gangster I know besides myself. So, it's time for the gangsters to rise. Thug life, you heard? Big East Side, though. Bruh, get me off of here. Anyway, y'all, I love you. This was a beautiful message. I had so much fun. I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing life, an amazing year. And I hope you really take this in. And trust yourself and trust God and listen to your intuition and free yourself. These songs of freedom. Bye, y'all.